Hey guys, welcome back. We're a hot mess right now, so don't worry about me. um, yeah. Anyway, uh, Leo, we're doing your career and money reading, and I had my hair up and I had my bandana, and I was like, let me just put my hair up down because I was cleaning, and now I'm like, dude, I look like that dude from Alice. What is his name? What's his name? From Aerosmith. Whatever. Just so you guys know, bandanas were made famous by indigenous people. But anyway, whatever, we're here. And then I dropped over my Medusa and I was like, oh, sorry. And then I accidentally hit picture instead of video, I guess. And so it clicked and I was like, wait, what? And then I dropped her again and I was like, you know what? This is not. All right, whatever. All right. So, Leos, let's start your reading. And then I'm going to go practice with the band. All right. Leos, debt free at last. Hell yeah. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. Cha-ching, money rain. Leos, oh my goodness. Money is coming in for you guys. Sorry, I'm just closing my window just a little bit because I'm loud. And I mean, I don't care if the neighbors hear me, but at the same time, you know, like, mind your business. You're not getting a free reading. Just kidding. Okay, let's keep going. Leos, 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 Leos. Oh my gosh. Don't go broke trying to show off. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. What else? Let's get one more. All right. Let's see. Motivating others to succeed. Yeah. And then relocating. You know what? Everybody's getting this. So I don't know if everybody's. Well, it says relocating home, city, state, job, or business. So maybe like everybody's making some kind of move, either like in business or home or something. But yeah, everybody's getting this card. So I don't know what's going on. Leos, money's coming in. All right. Money's coming in, and there's going to be a plenty. I do feel like, Leos, though, you guys have gone through a lesson where you guys have had to learn not to keep up with the Joneses, how to learn how to even deal with minimalism. And I know Leos, and I have a ton of Leos, so I'm not even like calling you guys out. I have a Leo moon. I have like 5 house placements in my 5th house. Um, and so I know that you guys love like to. There's a way to look like $1,000,000 without having to spend like $1,000,000, right? Especially if you dress up like a old white dude. Sorry, guys. That was not an insult. It's just, what's his name? It's not Alice Cooper, right? Isn't that the guy from Kiss? No, it's what's her name's dad. Alice. I don't remember. Anyway, um, there's a way to get ready and get dressed up and look nice and present yourself. It's not about labels. It's about the way that you dress yourself. It's the way that you strut, right? The way your confidence. You could be wearing the nicest shit in the world and not have any confidence, and you'll look like crap in the same outfit, right? Um, and it's because it's the confidence, and you Leos know that, right? So make sure that you guys are not trying to like, I don't know, as somebody that doesn't give a fuck about labels and doesn't even have shoes I have shoes. I have actually a lot of shoes. I don't wear shoes, right? And I was thinking yesterday, literally, I was thinking yesterday, and I was like, oh, you know what? I need some cute slippers. Because there are times where I go out and I'm like, shit, I cut myself again. Or, dude, it's snowing. I need to put some slippers on or something. Because I will stand in the snow. And then my daughters decided that, oh, so I got upset because I had some like cheap ass $20 like Adidas Sam's Club sandals, and my daughters ripped them, and I was like, "You guys ripped my sandals," and they're like, "We ripped the house sandals," and I was like, "No, you didn't. Those are my sandals." No, my daughter straight up said, "Those are our sandals," and I was like, "These assholes!" They straight up ripped my sandals. And then I saw, like, I looked at some really cute sandals. They're like, they have like little kitty on them with a bow. They're cute. And then like ads for UGG came up, and I was like, ew. I was like, why did I? Anyway, so yeah, it's about the label. It's not about the label. Excuse me. You can have a really nice car too, something that's just nice, and it's just, what you're paying is not for the car. You're paying for the label. So like you can get something nice without having to spend. Um, who was it that I saw? I think it was Millie Bobby Brown. I think I said this in a different video, where she was talking to John Bon Jovi, and not John, his son, her husband, and she's like, "I need some new socks." He's like, "Yeah, let's go." I think it was to Prada or to another one of the really big ones, to get some socks. And she's like, "Why don't we just go to Target? Let's just go to Target." Like, you can tell one was born with a silver spoon, and the other one has, lived in at least some hardship, right? Because she was like, "Let's just go to Target." If you guys don't know who Millie Bobby Brown is, she's the girl 11 from Stranger Things. Anyway, but you guys are going to be debt free. Like, you guys are going to be able to pay things off. You guys are going to be able to fix your credit. For some of you guys are going to be able to. I feel like it's even been difficult to be able to, even if you wanted to, it's difficult here, especially if you're here, right, in the United States where I am. It's difficult even if you have the money if your credit's not right. I do know there are people that actually work on credit, and they do work. I have a friend that does it, and he fixes people's credit. They charge anywhere from like $400 to $1,000, but it really does work, and you don't have to go through big companies and stuff. They're like people that work for themselves. Either way, they know how to remove shit. You can do it yourself if you know how to do it and you have the time. Either way, I feel like that's what you guys are going to be doing, fixing your credit and going debt free. And that's going to help a lot because you guys will be able to expand your business by adding on new features, being able to pay for things, building up your credit, that kind of thing. Okay, let's start clarifying. So let's do debt free at last. Let's see. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Interesting. Hang on, guys. I'm getting some. I feel like something that you've been giving to, maybe in the past, or something that you've been trying to grow that hasn't grown, and there hasn't been any. I almost said reciprocation, but I was meaning to say like financial gain or gain in some kind of any kind of gain, right? It feels like there has been no. I keep wanting to say the wrong words, and there's a specific word that I'm trying to think of, like when you, not payback, obviously, but it's like payback, but it's not payback. A return. You have gotten a return in something that you've been working on, something that you've been putting into for a really long time, and it seems like this whatever you've been working on, whatever it is that this could be a new job, this could be a new position, this could be something that you've been working on for a really long time, and there wasn't a return on it. It felt like you just kept pouring in, whether that be financially, emotionally, whether this be mentally, physically, whatever it is, right? Even when you're, let's say, you're to be oh my gosh, why are my words eluding me? a fitness mogul or whatever, like a fitness, like a trainer. Oh my gosh. You still have to put that into your body, right? Because most people, even though, like, I will straight up, I'm doing a lot of channeling. So if you guys are wondering why I'm talking so much, I'm getting a lot of channeling done here. Um, I feel like even people that are heavy can be dietitians. The problem is that they just might not have the the willpower to be able to do what they know, but they have the knowledge. And people are like, well, I would never want to go to a dietitian that's fat. Why not? Maybe they know the tips and tricks and they're just they don't have the will, right? The willpower. And maybe you do, and those tips and tricks will help you. I don't know. I don't know. It's like people that are like, I don't want to go to a crazy psychiatrist. All psychiatrists have a psychiatrist. All psychiatrists, even tarot readers. I don't do my own tarot. I have my person that does my own tarot because we're biased. And I'll see a card and I'll be like, I think that should be upright. Because, yeah, bitch, I don't want to say you're being stupid. Of course. You're dumb and you're a hoe. Like, no. That one came out on accident, right? So we're biased, so we don't. It's like that one person. It's like that one saying that's like, if you have yourself as a client, you have a fool for, I can't remember that saying. The Eight of Swords, cha-ching, money ring. With the Eight of Swords, I feel like it's going to put you, okay. You know what they just showed me? Okay, I'm gonna use an example. Whether you like these people or not, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm using an example. Have you guys seen that meme or that reel where Beyonce wins like award of the year and everybody's like, what? But she was shocked. She was like, what's going on? Like that. Like, she was frozen because she never thought in 100 years she was gonna win, right? And everybody would never thought in 100 years she was gonna win because, yeah, didn't she win like on a country album or whatever? And so she was stunned. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like there's gonna be so much movement, and you've been hoping for this and manifesting this for so long. It's almost gonna put you in a state of like mental paralysis. It's gonna put you in like this, no, like you're not even gonna know what to do. It's almost like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I feel like it's also going to put you in your head with fears. It's almost like new fears have come in. Oh, am I going to lose this? Is this real? How can I save this? Like, you know, those fears where you're just like, you don't know. Don't allow that to happen. Don't allow that to happen. Allow yourself to enjoy the moment after that moment of shock, and just allow yourself to come into the next, because it is, you're transitioning into another. See, I'm losing, it's almost like you're at a loss for words at this. Okay, that's what it seems like, because I cannot find my fucking words. It's almost like you're it's not almost, you're transitioning, and because you're transitioning, you're going into a new era, so you're actually like, I'm at a loss for words. I don't even know what the fuck to say at this point, right? Clarifying, don't go broke to show off. The Five of Cups. Look, it feels really good when you've gone a really long time. And things were really tight, and you want to make sure that you go out and have fun and you do this and you do that. But I think that the lesson that you want to remember here is how shitty it felt to not have emergency money, how shitty it felt to not be sure if you were going to be able to pay the rent or buy groceries, how shitty it felt to not be sure if you were going to be able to pay the electricity and have, heat during the winter, right? It's that. It's not to say that you're not going to get more money, because you are moving into a new, I'm hearing like tax bracket, but there's a need for you to learn how to live comfortably without spending it all in one place. Why do you think that people that win the lottery have that curse? Because they get that money, well, one, there's that two curses where they get that money and they start partying like crazy. Look at MC Hammer. MC Hammer became a millionaire overnight and then lost it within what, a year was it, or like 2 years? Because he went and decided that he needed to have everything, right? It's you need to learn how to invest. Start looking into people that can teach you how to invest, where to put your money, investments where things will give back to you. Cars, they depreciate in value, but I mean, you still need a car, right? Especially like you need a car. I need a car. A house, that's property. That is an investment. You can invest in stocks. You can invest in, I was telling another sign this the other day, gold, diamonds, stuff like that. Invest in things that are going to give back to you, right? Especially here with the Two of Cups. Investing in things that, like, let's say you're starting a business. I would start a side business if you work for someone. If you have a business, I would invest in making sure, don't overdo it on products, because I have made that mistake. I would like start one thing and do that, right? Start one thing and then just build that up. And then little by little, like every time you get more money, put into it more. I would definitely look into getting a nice car, but not a payment, right? You don't want to get yourself into a payment and then pay double for insurance, because we already know what's going on with insurance at this point in time. Yeah. And so look into reinvest your money. I also suggest to everybody, whether you believe me or not, that's absolutely fine. I would not suggest keeping all your money in a bank. Just enough that you need to use to accrue, maybe in a CD, whatever. Set cash aside, maybe get I was going to say a vault lockbox. You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? Like, I just saw 1717. Clarifying, motivating others to succeed. Yeah, Eight of Cups. I feel like people seeing you not give up and continue to push forward on your journey, one, is going to show people that, one, you don't, first of all, continue to pushing forward when a lot of people probably didn't believe in you. A lot of people were like, are they still doing that? Even after all this time, it hasn't moved, nothing's happened. They're still trying to go after that position. They're never going to get it, right? Even Snape got that position at the end of the book. He eventually got that position, right? But that's when we knew that he was going to be gone at the end of that year. Um, and he had tried for like 20 years. No, he hadn't tried for 20 years. How old was Harry? 13. He had tried for 13 years, right? And so, and he didn't give up and he kept trying to get that position. Uh, the teacher of dark art, and he finally got it, but because, yeah. Um, but I feel like you persevering, and no matter how many times you failed, or not even failed, because it wasn't that you failed, and no matter how many times it felt like you were failing, or it felt like it wasn't going to work out, and you pushed forward and you persevered and you moved forward, even when literally nobody else believed in you, that is going to help motivate a lot of people to say, you know what, maybe I should go forward with this. Maybe it is okay to be scared and continue to do this even though I'm scared. Because look, this person's been trying for how many years, and how many businesses failed, or how many times did they attempt, or how many, you know what I mean? Like, just seeing you persevere after all the time, it's going to motivate others to succeed. And it's also going to help you so that you learn and you know what you did, and you're able to help other people to push forward and continue succeeding even when things aren't working. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here, a lot of brand new opportunities that are going to be opening up for you. I feel like one door is going to open, and that's going to be the big one, and then it's going to be like an up climb to where you really want to go, right? Just be careful. Again, be careful. You don't want to, like, You don't want to overdo it and just lose all your money, right? Money is an energy. And once you start to use a lot of it, let's say you've used like three-fourths, even though you have that one-fourth of that money, that fear comes in. Like, oh shit, I wasted all of my money and I did so much. And then that fear starts to come in and that seed, and then, where's your money? It's all gone. Because that fear, you allow that fear to come in. So move slowly, be careful, put that, put money to a side and invest in what you need to do. There's so many things you can do to make money come back. Plus, once you learn that money is energy, it comes to you. So, all right, let's get you some guidance cards, Leo. Like I said, I do feel for some of you guys are relocating, or you guys are moving homes, moving city states. Some of you guys might be able to buy a house. Like I said, a house is a great investment. Magic of pretending. Yeah. Visualize ideal situation. Be detailed. Play the part. Act as if, right? You've already come into the money. Things are great. You're fine. You're not worried. It's good. The next step is coming in. Daily steps towards your dream. Manageable goals. Mentorship. Doors opening, success. Yeah, with the Two of Cups here, there might be somebody that's going to come in to mentor you as well. But I do feel like you've done the brunt of the work. And I just saw 2121. Future you now. You're already that person deserving. You have arrived. Bucket list. Achieving your dreams. Yes, Leo. Make sure you are taking self-care, exercising. I just couldn't breathe. Make healthy choices. Eating better. 5 on, 2 off. Listen to subliminal messages, cumulative effects. Basically, they say that within 21 days you make a habit or you break a habit. So if you're trying to like exercise every day, even if it's 5 minutes, it'll take you 21 days to make it a habit, right? Even if it's 5 minutes one day, 10 minutes the next, 11 minutes the third. Who the hell cares as long as you're progressing, right? And then within 21 days, you've made it a habit. And that happens with negative things as well. So be careful with that, okay? And then write it down. All right? Journal if you have to. Okay? All right, Leos. I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.